It's currently 8:12 p.m. I did some work on this personal polystyrene drawing project, primarily during the late morning to mid-afternoon period, and extending into the late afternoon period. That was around the time I started doing the lines, meant to show that this is a 100% cotton mask. I recall sometime in the mid to late afternoon, was when I finished the base coloring for the mask. And I recall that was during the late afternoon. That I did the ultrafine dark green Sharpie lines meant to depict a cotton texture for the mask. At some point, I plan on resuming doing that for at least some time before going to bed. Sometime between midnight and 1:30 in the morning. Around 10 in the morning, I had two peanut butter and jelly bagel sandwiches with my first cup of plain coffee. I recall having 2 or 3 cups of coffee roughly from 10 to about 1:30 p.m. starting from 10 in the morning. And then I actually had the 2 peanut butter and jelly bagel sandwiches around 10:15 in the morning. Along with my first cup of coffee. And then around 3, as I was working on the mask for the current polystyrene drawing project, I had the last of the leftover cake from the birthday celebration, family gathering on Mom's side. Along with some of the leftovers that Dad's mom gave us from a family gathering on Dad's side the next day. From the family gathering on Mom's side. I essentially had a square of chocolate cake with Cool Whip frosting, and I believe 2 makeshift cinnamon buns is how I would describe them. With a glass of water from this. I'm pretty sure that Dad got everything that I ate and that I'm currently eating from an after work grocery shopping trip at Wegmans, the local Wegmans here. And it's all pretty good. It's currently 8:50 p.m. This is some of the leftover rhubarb pie that Dad's mom made as part of what was made for the family gathering at Dad's parents' place. Tastes pretty good. Dad added the whipped cream. I recall at some point in either the late morning or the early afternoon, I opened this plastic bag that contained three of these ultrafine Sharpie markers in total. Did my best to follow the directions for one of them after opening an individual marker. And I currently have it here within my marker satchel. Took a bit of effort to both remove the cap and put it back on. A lot of twisting. Based off the directions, with marker in tip up position, depress point with finger, I assume I've got to keep these ultrafine metallic Sharpie markers in the tip up position rather than the tip down position for fine tipped metallic Sharpie markers. This one, nowhere on the marker did it say store tip down. Unlike these. It's currently 10:38 p.m. I recall starting to build this cultural building to complete this quest for the current chapter I'm on. When I started it said about 14 hours. Maybe 14 and a half. It would be my best guess, so maybe based off that, it was during the early afternoon that I started construction for this.